it's fancy. That's how you know it's good. This is the Balvenie. They're a DoubleWood offering. They are a Speyside distillery, and this bottle was recommended to me by you. It's 12-year age statement, finished in whiskey oak, of course, and sherry.
Yep. And 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's Ron Burgundy. You gotta love that, dude.
I'm gonna be honest.
Comes in a tube.
This smells like pure gasoline.
So this was not to
Derail
this, but so when I worked at the store, I had never had the Balvenie before.
Because it's kind of expensive. This bottle runs a nice $86.
$86.
I got it for $60 the other day, which is why I finally bought a bottle.
On sale, yep. And they had a tasting, because if you've ever gone to a liquor store and you got that knucklehead standing there with a bottle of whiskey, and like, here, try this, like they're getting paid to be there, right?
Obviously.
So when they have something interesting like this, when I worked at the store, I'm like, yes, please, I'll have a sample. And I remember drinking it, and, I had now gotten into liking Scotch and I'm really appreciating it.
Yeah, you got through that initial wall.
I got through the initial bit where
the single malt wall.
I'm like, oh, this is
too weird. And
something wrong with it. But I remember sampling it, and I'm like, oh, that's delightful. And so when we saw it a few weeks ago, and I've been talking to you about it for years because I wanted to get a bottle. I don't own one, but at $20 off, you're like,
I jumped on that.
Oh, I'm buying that. And I'm like, let's do it, dude. So we just decided to talk about it today. So,
and as you can tell by how much of the bottle I have drank, I quite like it. This is very good, very, very good. Initially on the nose, it's very strong with that like chalky note that you get from single malt Scotch.
Yeah, little honey and
from the finishing barrel.
Dew melon. I don't eat melon, but I've smelled that stuff before, like cantaloupe and dew melons and stuff. Yeah. That might be the flavor for like heavily like single malts, like that dew melon or that honeydew melon, where you get like a fruitiness, but there's like a muskiness to it.
Oh yeah,
right.
Like dew melon, but with the rind left on.
The rind, yeah, with the rind. Well, I think we just figured something out. We're so smart.
I felt it. Top of my head. Like lightning.
Tip of my...
Hey.
I didn't say it. Hey, YouTube can't cancel us. I didn't say anything.
We already been canceled. It smells awesome, though.
A little melony.
Do you know what I'm talking about with the chalky note in single malt? I'm not the only one who gets that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, good.
I get it.
It's not chalky in a bad way.
But I think you nailed it with the rind of the melon. Because you can have a cantaloupe and cut it in half and smell the inside, and then turn around and smell the skin, and there's that chalky.
Yeah.
But it still kind of smells like it, but it's got like a musty.
Yeah,
musty note.
That makes sense.
Right?
That makes sense. No.
Now, this was finished in sherry cask as well, so this should bring out some...
Certainly, and I get
some
that.
Fruitiness.
I definitely get that on the palate, so...
Dude, I'm so proud of us. I think we nailed it.
That out.
I think we nailed the nose.
Rind of melon.
I think we nailed the nose.
The sherry influence is certainly noticeable on the palate. Mellows it out. Makes the finish.
Oh, it makes it a lot fruitier.
Fruit cocktails, usually what you said?
Yeah, strawberries.
Yeah.
I'd go even lighter. I'd go like strawberries.
Oh, okay.
Like not the syrupy.
Like a fruit salad or something.
I guess, if you like strawberries and whatever else you put in that crap. I don't eat that stuff.
You like fruit? I like fruit.
I like fruit.
Yeah, very light. Reminds me a lot of the Injury for obvious reasons.
Yeah, just less apricot.
Less
peach, less stone fruits.
Which makes sense because in Speyside you get a lot less stone fruit in general.
Yeah, Speysides are, I've always, I guess if not to be picky, but if I have a favorite region
It would be
in
Islay.
Scotland, it's Islay. But secondary region, it would be Speyside.
Really?
I really like what they do. I think I love Islay because it's so Band-Aid and smoke and just
salt water and
salt water and smack you right in the face with everything, even at low proof, right?
Even at a low age statement too. So
that too.
Hardbag BC, which is only aged 5 years.
5 years,
which in
right?
Scotland is nothing.
No, that's
Just getting started.
I haven't even pulled your training pants on yet. You're still going in your diapers. But something about Speysides, it just, especially for me, more than Highlands.
Mm-hmm. Highland leans heavily onto the malty.
Yeah, and it's a different kind of peatiness to it too that I'm not. I enjoy, but I'm not the biggest fan of. But I think if I had to marry the three between Speyside, Highland, and Islay, it's like kind of I settle on a normal day in the Speyside world. Like it's light. It's not overpowering. And once you experience, single malts from Scotland, you figure out the different regions pretty quick, right? And you figure out like, oh, I like this because we had an experience with a good friend of ours in Vegas where he was into Macallan's.
Yeah.
And you might have been just that age.
Yeah.
And the Macallan pours were like $75 a pour. And I happened to look on the menu and I saw Lagavulin 16.
Yeah.
And they were like $8 a pour. Or 10 or 12.
Something more reasonable.
Like he's paying, like we're good. Let's introduce him to this. And they drank that and they were like, what in the hell did you just give me? This isn't even Scotch. I'm like, no, buddy, it is. It's from the same country. It's just a different region, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think I would say for most people, if you haven't gotten into Scotch,
I believe Speyside is considered one of the more approachable regions.
Speyside's pretty approachable.
Most of the budget scotches as well, like a lot of the sourced Scotch comes from the Speyside region. Probably because it has softer fruit notes.
It's very soft. I'm getting pears now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm getting a little bit of pear. Now I'm getting a little bit of apricot, which I didn't necessarily get before. I'm still getting the honey. Still getting the melon, but maybe the melon and the apricot are like playing together in a weird way. I don't know, it's weird.
I don't really get a lot of stone fruit.
Really, you can't convince your brain?
No, I don't think I can convince myself into finding that now.
See, I'm so used to like Indian single malts and the Kavalans and stuff where I smell any sort of, which I think we identified with that musky
rind of
melon. Like, I kind of get stone fruit from that, which, if you smelled fresh apricots before, you're like, it's close, it's just not the same.
Yeah. I
can be wrong. This is freaking awesome.
This is very delicious finish Scotch. Very nice. It has a 12-year age statement. Sits at 86 proof, which is nice, and it's pleasant that it's not the bare minimum.
Yeah. No, anything over 80, like good for you guys.
I'm very impressed by the Balvenie. This is my first time drinking anything from them. I know they have a Caribbean cask finish and a whole bunch of other stuff in their product.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of it. Haven't tried it. Because once again,
it's expensive.
It's not cheap. Where in America, we do like for the age statement, like $10 a year. Mm-hmm. In Scotland, you can do a little bit more than that just because.
And you got to pay for the import costs. And don't forget, very important, for anything that's finished in Scotland, they have to finish it for longer to get the same effects as like something you would finish in the States.
Why do they do that, Tristan?
Why? Because it's colder there.
Really? How much colder is it?
Quite a bit colder.
Yeah. And what does the cold have to do with the barrel?
It makes it so that the liquid inside of the barrel doesn't expand and contract as frequently.
Correct.
Which is why in Ireland and Scotland it takes a lot longer to make a spirit that's worth something. Whereas, for instance, Texas whiskey, you can age it for 2 years and it's black as night.
And it's a million times darker than that.
Because it gets really hot.
Yeah. Like you said, it's the extreme. In and out of the whiskey barrel. So that's
which imparts the color and the flavoring and all that jazz.
all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Scotland and Ireland, it takes quite a bit longer. So you're going to pay a little bit more.
You're going to pay a little bit more for the trouble, but if you have the finances at your disposal to justify such an expense, this is very good.
Yeah, or if you happen to be at the Specs in Georgetown.
Specs in Georgetown when they're running a $20 off sale.
They had one bottle left last week, so.
The sale was discontinued.
Okay.
It is
so
now $80 again.
They had done sold out what they wanted to sell out.
Mm-hmm.
That's even for $80 though.
Still quite good.
I think it's good.
Unless you're a baller, you're just not going to be drinking it all the time.
No, it's not a daily. It's not a daily.
Unless you're really about that.
Not at $80. Not unless you're making a couple $100,000 a year.
Right.
You're like, wow, $80 a week, big deal.
Who cares?
Yeah, $80 a week. Mom would be like, dude, you gotta go sleep in your truck.
You gotta slow it down.
You gotta go.
I would drink this. This is excellent. It's very, very nice and different from what I usually have in Scotch. Because if I'm not drinking Islay, it's usually very traditional Scotch. This is fun. I know the Balvenie specializes in cask finishes. I look forward to trying more of their offerings when I have the
resources.
When I have the willingness to spend that much money and not spend it on clothes for that month.
Yeah, but if you've never had it and you've got the money, it's fun to try.
Check it out. Sit on it. This would be very good at parties too.
Yeah, even if you don't like Scotch.
I think
this is a good.
I think the fruit notes as well as the sherry influence make it very approachable, even if a single malt isn't necessarily your thing.
Oh, for sure, and it may turn a couple of your bourbon buddies on to Scotch.
Exactly, be a good gateway.
Really good.
As if they don't have enough things to spend money on. Being bourbon enthusiasts.
Spend more money on Scotch.